You're listening to the Next Gen Conservative Radio Network.
Have entered the analysis zone, the place where political correctness as non-existent critical thinking is required, conservative common sense is supreme. This is the Whitfield Analysis, and now here's your host, Ann Whitfield.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to Hour 2 of the Whitfield Analysis Inauguration Special 2013. First of all, I'd like to apologize to our viewers over at Young Conservative TV / Next Gen Conservative TV. I don't know what happened with the video stream. It froze right in the middle of last hour's broadcast. Nevertheless, that will not stop me, your host, Sam Whitfield, the Analyzer, from putting on a good show. Last hour, folks, I read an article from Breitbart.com about Obama's inauguration and the turnout or lack thereof a turnout. I have a couple theories on why that is. The first theory being is that, obviously, as the article stated, the majority of the Obama supporters that did go felt that they had an obligation more than the fact that they wanted to go. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I posted the article on Twitter, and you can read that there. Very good article. At the beginning of the first hour, I mentioned some of Obama's broken promises too, and I want to go over some of these because in depth tonight. Things are going to get very scary here in America, folks, if we don't keep our constitutional values in check. We the people need to stand up to this administration. And by the way, there are folks out there who are saying, well, the president's done a pretty good job, Sam, you just haven't given him a chance. Wrong. You're dead wrong. I have given Obama a chance. Oh, lost connectivity again. Oh well, the video broadcast is not working for one reason or another, folks. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open the Ustream channel here in just a couple of minutes. I know we just did that, but nevertheless, I need to get this set up. So, we'll cut to a commercial break real fast, and we'll be back before you know it. Okay, folks, don't know what quite is going on here. I think I might know what's going on. Hang on. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, folks. Okay, let's get this video stream set up here. Okay, let's open up the video stream. Software and get this bad boy started. Okay. Okay, interesting. Camera's not showing up. For some reason, I'm having all sorts of issues today. I don't know why. Anyway, let's continue on with the broadcast. We wasted enough time. Anyway, folks, basically, here's the thing. I shared that Obama was lying. And he's been lying ever since the day he got into office. Don't believe me? Here are, I'm going to play some clips for you that may shock you. But these are, the audio clip I'm about to play. Oh, these are just, clips of 7 of Obama's lies in under 2 minutes. Nothing really important. You don't mind them. You know, we'll just analyze them. And folks, I'm being facetious. Pay very close attention. These are important. But lots of liberals have been saying, "Oh, why are you giving so much crap? Obama's never lied." He hasn't. Well, really, folks, I'm about ready to start playing these. So take a listen, folks. These is pretty big. Let's take a listen.
I'll make our government open and transparent so that anyone can ensure that our business is the people's business. Justice Louis Brandeis once said, "Sunlight is the greatest disinfectant." And as president, I'm going to make it impossible for congressmen or lobbyists to slip pork barrel projects or corporate welfare into laws when no one's looking.
Stop right there for a sec. When I become president, I'm going to make the government open and transparent. First of all, there's a big, huge problem with this. Do you know what that is? Well, more specifically, folks, what's the one thing that you've heard me talk about that he's being not so transparent about, that he's covering up? Can you guess what it is? No? If you guessed Benghazi, you would be correct. The president has not come out full-fledged and said what happened in Benghazi. Now here's the issue with Benghazi. We've covered this on our show before. And I've gotten crap from lots of people. I mean, even like from my own family. I mean, my gosh, after I finished broadcasting on Benghazi, I got quite a number of angry phone calls from the more liberal members of my family. Please allow me to explain myself once again, because this time I'm not going to apologize. So you better listen, and you better listen good. Obama did in fact have the resources to deploy the U.S. military into the embassy. Well, first, let's back it up further. Intelligence officials knew that Benghazi was one of the most dangerous areas to have a military base. And as far as the public knows, there was no reason to believe that we needed to go over to Benghazi and have a base there. There just wasn't a reason in the first place. Okay, but we have a base over there. I'm not going to fault Obama for that. You know, we do need to keep our a watch on everyone in that country. I can see that argument. See, I do give guys benefit of the doubt. But here's my bigger issue with this, folks. Obama then, when the attacks on Benghazi happen, they're calling out to the president. And their communications comm is still good. And he's not even in the Situation Room. Now, there was a big disconnect, folks. We don't know what happened in Benghazi, and we probably never will at this point. But the fact that the White House that is like delaying testimony on the Benghazi, and Obama's not revealing the full extent of what he knew. This is Watergate only 10 times worse, because it's with actual lives instead of just a campaign. I'm not saying Watergate was okay. Don't misunderstand me. But what I am saying is that this government is not transparent. Okay, so let's back this clip up a little. Let's play the second lie. The transparency lie was the first one in under 2 minutes. Let's take a listen to the second one.
Welfare into laws when no one's looking, because when I'm president, meetings where laws are written will be more open to the public, no more secrecy. That's a commitment I make to you as president.
Okay, folks, another lie of Obama's. Think back to when Obamacare got passed. No, think back to before Obamacare got passed. Do you remember, what was it? What was that famous line that Nancy Pelosi gave? I can't seem to remember. Oh, yes. How could I forget? How could anybody forget Nancy Pelosi? We have to, pass this bill before we can find out what's in it. Yeah, that's what we have to do. We have to pass this bill so we can find out what's in it. Earth to Nancy Pelosi, Earth to Harry Reid, Earth to President Obama. Are you all insane? Let me go play that segment again. I want you to take a listen to this. Okay, if I can scroll to it. Let's see.
No more secrecy. That's the commitment I make to you as president.
Okay, no more secrecy, right? So then, why was Nancy Pelosi saying we have to pass the bill to find out what's in it? Because there might have been secret taxes and whatnot, and loopholes for the politicians that she didn't want the American people knowing about. Otherwise, the entire country would have protested. I can guarantee this, folks. I can guarantee it with almost absolute certainty. Okay, so he hasn't been very transparent. He's kept his government business behind closed doors. I will give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm being completely serious here. He did create the White House petition system for all of us to use, but the petition system does not seem to be... They seem to be selective in terms of which petitions they reply to. And there are some really good petitions out there, such as the one that my friend Caden Cowger started to disarm Obama's security. Because, after all, by his logic, guns are dangerous, right? So, if guns are dangerous, then he doesn't need his armed guards to have security because, they might shoot him, or they might shoot somebody else. I mean, you just never know. You just never know. Anyway, folks, let's keep on through this.
No more secrecy. And when there's a bill that ends up on my desk as president, you, the public, will have 5 days to look online and find out what's in it before I sign it.
Again, I just have to say, Obamacare, that's all I have to say.
So that you know what your government's doing. When there are meetings between lobbyists and a government agency, we'll put as many of those meetings as possible online for every American to watch.
That one, I don't know fully about. I will admit, I have seen some of the meetings on the White House website, but not all of them. So, because I'm a nice guy, I'm gonna let that one kind of slide. But let's finish this off.
And there's a tax bill being debated in Congress. You will know the names of the corporations that would benefit and how much money they would get. And we will put every corporate tax break and every pork barrel project online for every American to see. You will know who asked for them, and you can decide whether your representative is actually representing you.
Okay, so those were 7 of Obama's lies in under 2 minutes. Now, why did I play this? Folks, I heard lots of the promises back in 2008, and I heard lots of the same promises again in 2012. And these aren't just little lies. The transparency lies, as we've seen with Benghazi and whatnot, well, they've turned out to be pretty huge, wouldn't you say? And folks, this is the leader we have now. Like it or not, this is the president we have for the next 4 years. And the worst thing is, there's nothing stopping him. There's absolutely nothing stopping him from putting through whatever he wants, other than the House of Representatives, which is still controlled by the Republicans. I pray we keep it. Please, 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 let's keep it. But folks, to those of you who are asking me what lies he's told over the last 4 years, that clip is it. That clip is it. I can go through and play all of those for you one last time. In fact, I think I will, because I want you to hear the full thing of this. You already heard my analysis on some of them, but let's listen to all of them.
I'll make our government open and transparent so that anyone can ensure that our business is the people's business. Justice Louis Brandeis once said, sunlight is the greatest disinfectant. And as president, I'm going to make it impossible for congressmen or lobbyists to slip pork barrel projects or corporate welfare into laws when no one's looking, because when I'm president, meetings where laws are written will be more open to the public, no more secrecy. That's a commitment I make to you as president.
Line number 2.
No more secrecy. And when there's a bill that ends up on my desk as president, you, the public, will have 5 days to look online and find out what's in it before I sign it.
Line number 3.
So that you know what your government's doing. When there are meetings between lobbyists and a government agency, we'll put as many of those meetings as possible online for every American to watch.
Line number 4.
When there's a tax bill being debated in Congress, you will know the names of the corporations that would benefit and how much money they would get. And we will put every corporate tax break and every pork barrel project online for every American to see. You will know who asked for them, and you can decide whether your representative is actually representing you.
And line number 7. Do you get the point here, folks? Those are 7 big of Obama's lies, and they've already affected us over the last 4 years. And they're going to continue to do so. So ask yourself, I hope you've been thinking a lot about Obama's re-election. Here's basically my point, though. I want to leave this off on a positive note for the conservative listeners. We have a chance to bring this country back. I believe we have more than a fighting chance, folks. But we need to keep Obama's head on straight. Otherwise, he's going to demolish the country, as we've seen him doing. We can't let this country fall. We can't. Anyway, folks, that concludes tonight's program. I'm Sam Whitfield. And I'll be back on here tomorrow, actually. I don't know what my topic will be yet, but I'll post something on Twitter tonight. Alright, take care, folks. God bless and good night.